Hey my friends, it's Brad the Bearded Piper, and I hope you all are having a great day. It's kind of cool, it's a little bit rainy out, and it's a perfect time to do an episode of Brad's Bag. Last week I showed you all a few of the older tins that I got from my buddy John, and one of them was this really cool tin of Pilot's Top Brand. And this episode of Brad's Bag is going to be a little different than my normal episodes, because normally I take it, I open it, I show it to you, I take a tin note, and I tell you what I taste at Char Light, halfway through the bowl, and at the end. It's not going to happen with this one. Now, it was started to happen with this one when I started recording this video yesterday, but it kind of all blew up in my face, and here's why. I picked this tin up from my buddy John, and I was more interested in it for the artwork. For the tin. I was judging this blend by its cover. It's just a really, really cool tin, and it's one that opens like this. Hinge lid. The blend was in a gold foil bag that was folded over and a sticker placed on it to seal it. And I thought, well, that's just a perfect piece of Tobacco. The artwork on this tin is just fantastic. So I picked it up because of the tin. But then yesterday I decided, let's, look in to see what I can find out about this blend. Open it up and let's do a Brad's Bag. Well, upon Googling, there's very little information out there. There were 2 entries on the review site. One said it's a Robert McConnell blend made by Coalhouse and Kopp, and it is a aromatic with cinnamon and spice toppings, then is available in bulk. The other entry said that it was also made by Coalhouse and Kopp, and it was in English, and it was a Virginia Latakia, and it had a picture of the paint can lit tins, but this logo was on it. It was described as a match to my mixture 965. So, really intrigued what it was going to be. Obviously, when you cut it open, if it's got cinnamon in it, you're definitely going to be able to smell it. I opened up the bag, stuck my nose in, and boom. I could not smell cinnamon, I could not smell spices, but it was very fruity to me. Very dry. Now, I'll post a picture here of what it looks like in the jar, because I did move it from the bag to a jar. And when I say very dry, it's crispy dry. But I learned from a couple weeks ago with the old tin of Black Duck that I had to go ahead and give it a whirl as is, just to see how it works or tastes. And it turned out to be pretty good. So I loaded up the bowl, and it was this Dr. Grabo. It was a brand new pipe, never been used before, and no filter. Loaded it up, lit it. And right out of the gate, I got a really heavy berry flavor. But it wasn't cherry, it was more of a blueberry, kind of a blackberry. It was a lot of that, what you would get from Fire Dance Flake, just elevated. It was more than that. So I thought, oh, wait a minute, now maybe this is an aromatic. So it kind of threw me for a loop. I couldn't pick out anything out of it. It was sweet. Very sweet. I couldn't get any Latakia smokiness out of it, nothing at all. And all of a sudden there was a berry note to it, and then there was a citrus note to it, and then back to the berry note, and it just bounced back and forth for me. So I wasn't 100% sure what it was, so I decided not to post that video, and I went to Instagram. I posted a picture of the tin with a little bit of the blend underneath it on a leather valet tray, and within minutes, Colbert Custom Blends commented on it that it's an English Latakia and Virginia mix. And I said, that's why I read that online, and but I can't see any really black or dark dark pieces in it that would be the Latakia. And then he sent me a close-up, he sent me a personal message, and then we had this conversation because he could see the darkness in it, but it wasn't black like I was expecting. I don't know if that's because it's so dry or if it's because it's so old. Now, on the bottom of this tin, it says that its U.S. distributor is the XYZ Direct Ltd, and it was made in Germany. It is a Kohlhaas and Kopp blend, but XYZ was purchased by Arango Cigar in 2010, so this would have been before that. So this is at least 13 years old, probably longer. I didn't notice them. I didn't look really hard, but I didn't notice them. But Cloud Bear Custom Blends, Cloud Bear Pipes, he noticed that there were some sugar crystals on it, which would be from the Virginias. We had a discussion back and forth, and he said that it could, because of its age, throw off an artificial, or not an artificial, but mimic a berry flavor to me, and that the Syrian Latakia would be, at this point, it would have been mellowed out a whole lot, and I wouldn't be able to notice it maybe on a really tight or a really heavy issue. I still can't pick it up at all. So this is my second bowl of it, and it is in that brand new Dr. Grabo, and it is, I still get that berry note out of it. I still get, it's not cherry, it's more of a blueberry or blackberry, maybe a little bit of plum to it. I get no hay, no breadiness, nothing like that. And it's very sweet. But I don't get any smokiness out of it either. There is some citrus, and I would assume that that is from the Virginias. So that's what I know about it. That's all I know about it. Cloud Bear Pipes was a huge, it's actually, I don't want to keep calling them Cloud Bear Pipes because it's not fair to call him by a name that is not his name. So let's look this up. It's Cloud Bear Custom Blends on YouTube, or not on YouTube, I'm sorry, Cloud Bear Custom Blends on Instagram. And he said that the age of the Syrian Latakia as well as the Virginia is what he sees in it. He sees reds, brights, and some Latakia, and the Latakia would be the dark brown portions in there. They're not quite black, so that's what threw me off. He said he can see a little bit of sugar in it, which, and second look, that I was able to pick up some of that as well. And he said could be a false berry note from the aged Virginia, and the Latakia has lost sharpness. It's earthy, leathery sharpness. So extremely helpful. It is a bit bitey, obvious, from the Virginias, but it's not as bad if I take my time with it. I am going to try to rehydrate it. I think that's definitely going to help it. I'm going to do the mutton chop version of rehydrating. At least that's where I thought I saw it. If it was the mutton chop, where he takes a Tupperware, he puts the blend around the outside. In the middle, he puts a cap off of a Gatorade bottle or a Snapple bottle, put distilled water in it, and then either a paper towel or a coffee filter, puts the lid on it and lets it absorb. So maybe I'll do a picture or a video of that, but it's not my, I learned that, I'm pretty sure it was from Mutton Chop. So, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try rehydrating it and see if that helps. So that's it. That's what I got from this Pilot Top brand. Even though it dried out, it did age well. It is very tasty, and it is a Virginia Latakia blend, and I can't taste the Latakia in it at all. Not at all. It's kind of like a straight Virginia, but I'm enjoying it. So that's it, my friends. I know it's been kind of rambly, but that's this episode of Brad's Bag. So until we talk again, remember, life is good, but it is better with a pipe.